Stage 3 with Benedict Freeman. Stage 3 is about to begin. Ready to stage 3.
suppose I just want to voice these thoughts in the hope that they will leave my head. I find the daily conditioning overwhelming. I am overcome by the mundane walks and unexciting moments. I'm in a daze. What seems to be the key and essential points of existence. Walking this morning, or tonight, I am pondering through a bizarre stage set. Concrete tree signs, advertising. I wasn't sure if something is, had, or even had happened. I feel removed, wandering through as if not part of it. I have, however, endured collisions, passing on, meeting people, and odd events.
Enjoy the unassuming, Egon! I was just sitting in the park, smelling the grass, watching these families pass and teenage groups form and disperse like herds of social animals. I listened to whistles and taunts being thrown about by a smaller group of girls to my left and a bigger group of boys to my right. Sunny and warm. He brought a bag of potatoes. One boy said twice. The boys collaborated and decided after a count of 3 to scream, "Bitch!" in unison for the whole park to hear. I wasn't quite sure if it was...
It's the loss of security that throws oneself into a crisis. They are in a crisis for how they perceive themselves and others around.
Which loss is that for you?
Well, there's financial insecurity, location, social, and even the loss of self.
But yet you still continue to develop as a character, to feel important by pursuing the needs of your own personality. Fuck everyone and think of yourself.
But I don't know who I am, so I don't know what to work towards. Who am I? And what am I doing?
Should you need financial and location security to feel good and worthy as a person? Should this be attainable?
Probably not. But realistically, I think it's quite difficult to feel purpose or worth without it.
But yes, you should!
How? How would I feel protected in the knowledge of who I am as a person?
You identify what you love and what you hate. where you have come from, where you are now, and where you want to go.
Greta, how can you say my purpose can be so easily defined? While animals just hold an instinct to survive and reproduce. I feel each day is strained and unmotivated. I have such urges to crawl back to sleep and just it all. There would be no one to argue with me but my own mind screaming inside. No, I refuse to become someone who's not autonomous.
It seems that years of dependency have finally caught up with you. Let us keep moving, using our senses to take in our surroundings.
This is my lowest point as of yet. With no assets, no one to drive me. This is a test. Now is my time. But there is no room for humiliation. This is essential.
It's funny now, recalling us, trotting around unknown streets, slightly sweating, crazed expression. Our hair in a smart fashion, but dishevelled by the activity. There was an air of profession, but desperation in our stride.
But it just feels like I'm...
Suffering. It is anything that hurts the body or irritates the mind. It is a tool used to get our attention, to accomplish our decided purpose, which would not occur without trial. This process takes time, but produces your character.
But an evil is the cause of suffering.
Yes, suffering can be seen as a result of evil. But where do you imagine this lies?
I feel that each community forces us into something we may not actively want. Applying for responsibility, writing a profile, presenting yourself. You may not desire to, but if you want wage, and which is the only way to function in almost every community, then you must. The evil is disguised as a powerful social force. But I feel inferior in the face of it. I do not want a post purely for exchange. But I have taken one as I don't know what else to do.
Stop pitying yourself, Egon. The difficulties of choosing a post are a modern problem. In the past, how people earned their bread was through fate or necessity. Oh, this freedom you have gained has unexpectedly become a burden.
But as I now have these options in the modern day, what would they be?
If we are to consider man's position in society, we must look at the 4 types of individual in this social world.
What are these types? What are their individual options?
As a a reaction to the first, 3 more types emerged during the Middle Ages. This led to the structured social population being undermined by the growing urban masses. This breakdown of caste led to the exploitation of the growing urban masses, with their communal sense of identity being undermined. This group of urban masses is known as Type 2, the estranged. The estranged man feels at odds with his social identity, his position in society, and its attitude towards him. But there appears to be nothing he can do, as he is detached from his real self.
So, this man can perceive a gap between who he is and who he wants to be.
Yes, but he can see no possibility of change, as he aspires to make do in the existing order.
I can also feel myself becoming lost to the reality we have painted. But I don't even want to be part of a system that shows how good I am at customer service or IT. Surely there's a way I can break from this.
But how else will you develop? Is this not crucial to you in your period of time?
I want to evolve, yes. But I don't like the stage I'm going through now.
It's fine. Everything is already decided. You are simply fulfilling the actions that you believe are your own.
I formed an idea last night.
Do share.
We are on a road. If it is right or not, I suppose no one can say. But maybe you don't agree with the ideas of this road. You feel that there is another more suitable to you. Well, unless you know how to get on that road, if it's even there in the first place, then you're just standing still. On that current road, you're not moving anywhere or achieving anything. You may not desire to, but would you rather not just bide along, like most other people? Again, I'm not sure I feel capable enough to answer. What do you think?
Why must you compare our different biographies to a journey? It is as if we are aging on a singular timeline through the world as a path, from 0 to death.
But that's time. Day 0, minute 0 to whenever. In which you may forget the time. Oh God! What are you doing? That's disgusting! How can you do that so openly? Stop it!
You forget that yours is just one lifespan on top of many other spans. In the existence of this realm, you are just one sheet of paper. All of this came before you or any other person even had a thought.
You're mine, so messing around and move!
Fine. But I do believe now is the best time to consider your own purpose here. Seen as the grey area between 2 stages, and at the beginning of what is considered to be a significant step. and you should keep pursuing this train of thought.
I just keep thinking of two different sides, with worries for making decisions on either. I always imagined myself differently to others, that most people would live a life suitable to most. But I'm just the same. I just haven't started.
What do you seek to do?
I create a post. But is it a selfish one?
Is it any more selfish than others?
I'm not sure. Should I even consider it?
Selfish? Shellfish? Salty?
Listen to me!
Yes, yes. Should one consider their roles? Let us then contemplate the original type of man. It all began as medieval man was chained to his role that tied him to the church. Although he was not free, he was neither isolated. Holding a place in the structured social population, his life had meaning, as there was no room for doubt. Here we see type 1, happy robots. The life he leads is the